Hi, it's me, Joyce, just talking, just singing, coming at you in the middle of the two big holidays of the year, the secular holidays I would call them, but they're also, for some, they're religious holidays. If you're looking at Christmas or Kwanzaa, and of course we just finished Hanukkah, end of November, because our calendar's a little different. But, and of course we're coming up to the secular New Year, which is January the 1st. And certainly this is a very emotion-packed time of year, a time of nostalgia, a time of memories, a time of making new memories, making new traditions, remembering old traditions. And that's pretty much where I'm at today. And I won't mess around by saying that the holidays are not easy for me, because they aren't. I've always found this time of year to be particularly difficult. Why? Very, very simply. I was raised in a French Canadian Roman Catholic family, and I have, because of that, I of course was raised with a very strong Christian tradition of Christmas and the baby Jesus and Mother Mary, the Virgin Mary, and all of this kind of thing. So, that's in the cellular memory, and certainly it didn't matter that my great grandmother was a Jew, and that I really didn't embrace Judaism until I was in my early 20s, and then had a great big incredible journey all the way through there and embraced it again. So I was on again, off again, on again, off again, lots of things. But then again, that's a spiritual journey, isn't it, really? When we have, here I am digressing a bit, but it is true, we've all had, every one of us, even if we've practiced just one faith, let's say you're a Catholic or a Jew or a Muslim or whatever, all your life, even within that faith, you're going to have this happening, and this happening, and this happening. It's like, yeah, because you have to wonder, and you got to wander a little bit in order to get stronger in your faith too. Sometimes, you got to question things. So, but sometimes when we question, we jettison ourselves out, we jump out, we jump in. It's like, the bunny hop. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, then you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey, then you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. And that's kind of like what's been for me with all the things I've done in my life regarding my faith, beliefs, interests, whatever, So it's been quite a journey. But, excuse me, I have an itchy eye. Oh boy. Anyway, so of course I profess Judaism, and of course, but the thing is, my kids, we were kind of a mixed family, and of course part of my family professes, well, my father's side, professes, and my mother's too, as far as that's concerned, because Judaism really wasn't a thing for my mom or my grandmother, even my great-grandmother, because they sort of were Jews who professed Protestantism in the Netherlands, because it was much easier to be a Protestant than a Jew. And that's the story for a lot of people, But my life was raised basically in the Catholic religion, with all the things that I mentioned. Heck, my mom was so embarrassed when I had the measles. I think I was 8 years old. I had an altar in my room. Because the nuns, I was going to be a nun when until I was 10, I wanted to be a nun. And, of course, I had an altar in my room. Yeah, the nuns gave my dad was a salesman. He used to travel throughout, selling windows and doors to rectories and convents and houses and whatever through Rusco. And it was a company, Rusco. Steel doors, windows, galvanized siding, galvanized steel stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, but he's tell them about his daughter who wanted to be a nun. And so I'd end up getting all kinds of statuary sent home to me. and candles, and even unconsecrated Eucharists to have as a snack. I guess it was a pretend thing for me until I could make them myself as a nun. Anyway, I never became a nun, as you can see. None of that. No, they do good work, the nuns. Anyway, point is that it's a very hard time of year, and as a little girl, I had many great memories, and there's a photo I want to show you. You know what? I think I'm gonna get that photo. If you just hold on a second, hold my space. I gotta get that photo. I'm back. Okay. Just trying to find that one photo of me. Long time ago when the earth was new. That is a rather cute picture of me. But it's a picture of me, at Christmas with my Uncle Clifford. Very handsome guy. He died too young though, he was 56 years of age. That was very sad. Well, here's a picture of me at Christmas with my grandmother and my mother sitting at the Christmas tree. Must have been about 8 years old there. I'm wearing a hairband in my hair, probably. I was 8 years old then. And, yes, here's the one I was looking for. There I am with my Uncle Clifford. You can see that? Yeah, that's me holding the guitar he bought me, I guess, for Christmas. He was so proud of that. My Uncle Clifford used to give me quarters too, which was a lot of money back then when I was a little kid. And I used to flush them down the toilet. Oh my gosh, I'm still doing that with money in different ways. Not a good saver. So anyway, it's a hard time of year for a lot of people, for all kinds of things. You come from a mixed family, or if you come from an estranged family, a lot of people do. Or because of COVID, I mean, my goodness, talk about isolation, abandonment, estrangement, not being able to see the ones you love no matter what, whether it's the holidays or not. But just doing this video to say, we can get through this. And I had a lot of tears. I'm going to be honest, I had a lot of tears on the weekend, because, of course, my kids, of course, visit their dad, and their dad, and his wife, they celebrate Christmas, and, of course, my daughter's in-laws celebrate Christmas, and it's basically my daughter celebrates Santa Claus and the Christmas tree and lots of presents around it, and my brother, same thing with the family and everything. I was sitting here. I was, keeping a stiff upper lip and trying to watch as many movies, not Christmas movies, but a lot of movies, and reading, and taking walks and stuff, and looking at the Christmas lights, of course, when I went out at night. But it was kind of hard, it was not kind of hard, it was terribly hard, and it's always hard every year, because it's time of nostalgia, as I mentioned, and memories, making new memories. And I'm making new memories with my kids too, by doing Hanukkah. We did it. This year was terrible though, in a way, because we didn't really get together as a family. It was too hard. Kids got sick, and timing and COVID and bleh. Every little thing like that. So anyway, I just want to reach out to those of you, though, all of you, whether you're able to spend time with family this week, or if you're not, there's a wonderful thing called WhatsApp or Facebook. If you have a computer, you must have a computer because you're watching me right now. But, I had a marvelous conversation with my cousin out in New Brunswick just over a week ago. It was fantastic, a video call. It was almost like being in the same room with him, So try to use the technology that we have now, I watched my granddaughter, Eliana, yesterday finally opened the Hanukkah gift that I had bought her, and because it's a long story, but it was somewhere else and had to be delivered, and COVID. That's all I have to say, COVID. But she finally got to open up her Hanukkah gift last night, and I got to see it on WhatsApp, and it was really great, and I wasn't there to hug her and kiss her and hold her, but it was still nice to see her, and to hear her voice, and to see how delighted she was with the gift. And it's another thing, with the gifts and everything that people are getting now, whether you got a gift or you didn't get a gift, your gift is yourself. And that beautiful soul that we are. Now I'm getting into this metaphysical stuff. Oh my gosh, turn it off. But seriously, I took a walk this morning. I got my nails done. I won't show you my toes, but I got my toes done. It's the same color, so you can imagine my toes are the same beautiful color. I stopped biting my nails, which is amazing, for me. I'm a nail biter all my life, so that's a plus. I stopped by my friend Jen's house, knocking on her door, and I know they had a wild weekend with all kinds of family and everything for Christmas and stuff. And I was standing out there with the snow pouring down on me, and I said, "Here's a snow, I'm a snow bunny." And I had a big smile on my face, because you know what? Try to find the joy wherever you can. Do something nice for yourself. Give yourself a gift. Now, I gave myself a manicure and a pedicure. Okay. And believe me, I don't make a lot of money, so this was a big deal for me, and it's not something I do on a regular basis, but I'd like to be able to. As a matter of fact, but try to do something kind for yourself and beautiful, because only you know what you want and what you need. It just means taking some time out, going for a walk, taking in nature, if you like that. Go for a skate on a rink somewhere, there's a rink nearby. I don't have any skates, so I might wonder if Jennifer's she's the same size as me. Maybe she's got a pair of skates she can loan me. Do you have a pair, Jennifer? I want to go skating. Because I love to skate in the winter. You see, that's what I miss too, because I'm from Ottawa. Of course, you have that great big canal. You have that great big canal. And I remember, here's a winter memory. When I was a kid, my brother and I would go down with my dad to Dow's Lake, because there was Dow's Lake, and then the canal, spread out from there. And it'd be after work, and of course it gets dark early, so it may have been about just before dinner or something. And right after work, he'd take us down to Dow's Lake to skate, and to skate down the canal, right down to the art center, which was actually the train station at that time, because there was no art center there. It was just the big train station, and then the walks down near the Parliament Hill, Parliament buildings. But the snow was was deep, deep. We would skate through the snow. We would skate through the snow. And my dad used to tighten my skates up so tightly, I thought I couldn't breathe. I mean, if feet could breathe, they would be suffocated. It was so tight. And Dad, the skates are too tight. And he'd be tightening them, because my dad was an incredible hockey player. I mentioned that in other vlogs. But that man knew how to tighten a pair of skates. Oh, I guess he didn't want my ankles to bend, because you have the leather skates, not like the molded skates you have now. So they had to be really tight. Anyway, he would be there in his fedora with his earmuffs and his plaid scarf and his suit underneath, because he was a salesman, and his top coat on, and he would just skate us down the canal and back again, get in the car and go back home. We used to go tobogganing too. I hated tobogganing because I was a scaredy cat. I'd like to speed. Anyway, so those are kinds of things. Do something sweet for yourself. If you have money or if you don't have money, They say the best things in life are free. Well, that's absolutely true, Absolutely true. If you dig down, and you probably don't have to dig down too far, there are things that you can do for yourself that are beautiful. There are libraries. There are, places you can go that don't cost money. They're within walking distance. I'm not crazy about taking the TTC now, or the bus or the subway if I can help it because of Omicron. But, go discover things in your own neighborhood. I bet you'd be really thrilled with what you see, Go talk to some people on the street. Say hello to people when you walk past and smile. Hi, how you doing? Like your scarf, or yeah, you're looking great today, or do something like that. Because when you do say something nice to other people, it's nice for you too. So so that's where I'm at. And so New Year's is coming up, and I have to say, I was talking to my brother, and I said, "Oh, you know what I did, Chris? I bought myself a date dress." He says, "You bought yourself a date dress? Shouldn't you have a date before you buy a date dress?" And I thought, well, I said, I have a lot of hope I'll have a date. But then, I thought, so it's COVID, and we're not going anywhere, and I don't know anyone. So it's like, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm not looking for anyone. But I bought this really, really nice dress, and I love it. It's really pretty, and it's green. I love green. And then now it's in style. Green is in style. So it was a nice thing I did for myself. Again, I don't have a pile of money, but I thought, I need a new dress. What if somebody asked me out? What would I wear? Or, if I had to go out to someone's place for dinner, or, a social event, what would I do? I thought, I didn't like what I had. It was all like secondhand rose clothes, and I thought, that's over if I can help it. So I got myself what I call a date dress, but now it's a party dress. And it's a singing dress, too. Did you know it's a singing dress? So, I always sing a song. And so I'm going to pause the camera for a moment while I get up and reposition my camera and my mic. I'm going to probably have to hold it in my hand because I've got this gooseneck thing on my mic. It's not that beautiful, to be honest. So I'll just hold the mic in my hand and sing to you. So here I go. I'll be back like that. Well, hi, it's me. Here I am. I'm going to sing a song for you, as I always sing a song for you. And I'm doing this full length because, well, as I mentioned earlier, I bought myself a date dress. But as my brother said, why would you buy yourself a date dress when you don't even have a date? Can't you just wait until you have the date? And I thought, well, I guess I'm just being proactive. Anyway, this is my party dress. It has become my party dress, but there are not many parties to go to because of COVID. And so here it is, and here I am. As if I was meeting the Queen. I think I'd have to make a better curtsy than that for sure. But anyway, I thought I'd enjoy my pretty little party dress. You gotta wear it somewhere. So here it is. So it's a beautiful day today. It's snowing and blowing, as I mentioned before, out here in Toronto. And it was supposed to rain today. It's not raining. Anyway, so here is my little song. It's a winter song. It's not a Christmas song. It's not even a holiday song. It's a winter song. And I don't know why, to be honest, I don't know why we can't sing these songs throughout the winter. That it just has to end Boxing Day. But, that's just the way it is. Like Jingle Bells, that's a winter song, right? Absolutely a winter song. Even Frosty the Snowman. Oh no, that's not a winter song. I think that it does mention Christmas in there. Anyway, this is a winter song, and I think it's beautiful. It's a love song of sorts. It's a happy song. Okay. I was going to have my friend Heather Goldhar actually join me on this, but because of COVID and this Omicron variant, I can't have her as a guest today, but I will have her one time here after this is all said and done. Okay, so here we go. Walking in a winter wonderland, which is what we have out here. I'm looking at this through my window here off my balcony. Okay. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Well, later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire, to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. So there you go. Me standing up and singing instead of sitting down. Well, I have this dress and you couldn't see how it sort of flows, you know, it's sort of got a little bit of a, I like the skirt on this, it's very pretty. So I will say thank you very much. And thank you very much for letting me come into your lives today to sing. And as I always say at the end of every program, actually before I say that, I'm going to actually wish everybody a happy new year. It's coming up here very soon this week. It's the 27th already, so you know we're at the final days of this year, 2021. Thank goodness. But may you have a happy, healthy 2022. All good things. May you have many, many reasons to celebrate. And I'll see you next year, because that's when I'm doing my next vlog. Okay? Anyway, Happy New Year to all of you. And 42. Toodly-doo.